Benson for the point.
Back to better through the block and down.
Field goal. Back to pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Thursday, October the 28th, just a couple of days ahead of Halloween, and this is EDC Volleyball tonight here on your live event, where this evening it's the number 4 Fargo Shanley Deacons with a mark of 23 wins and 6 losses on the year, squaring off and going up against the Fargo South Bruins. Fargo South at 17-12 on this season, and postseason implications are on the line alongside the second-to-last regular season game here for both of these teams. I'm Chase Miller. Our cameraman is Reggie Funk. Thank you very much for tuning in to EDC Volleyball tonight here on your live event. It's going to be a very busy weekend for us here on your live event, including a couple of games in North Dakota for postseason football. We'll get to that as our Irie Insurance pregame show continues here from the Bruin Den at Fargo South High. Taking a look at this matchup here tonight in the series history. In the last meeting, Fargo Shanley won 2-0 in the Fargo Invite on October the 9th, and the Deacons also swept the Bruins earlier this year in their lone EDC Conference tilt on September the 21st at McCormick Gymnasium, 25-16, 25-18, and 25-21. The Deacons have won 3 straight against Fargo South. The Bruins looking for their first win since August the 28th of 2020 against the Fargo Shanley Deacons. And we mentioned postseason playoff scenarios are around us here in the conference, with just games tonight, Monday, or Tuesday that's remaining here for all of these clubs. Playoff scenario here for Fargo Shanley. The Deacons can clinch the number 1 seed with a win tonight and a win against Fargo North, and they would win the EDC Conference title outright. Now, if they finish with the same mark as West Fargo Cheyenne in terms of the record in conference play, the Deacons own the head-to-head against the Mustangs. If Fargo Shanley would finish with the same record as West Fargo, who trails Shanley by 1 game right now, West Fargo would earn the tiebreaker. Both teams won 3-2 earlier this year, but in terms of total points, the Packers out-edge the Deacons when it comes to total points. So Fargo Shanley going to be no worse than 3 entering the conference tournament, but trying to clinch that number 1 seed here. A win would get them 1 step closer tonight. Also a win tonight or a West Fargo loss. With the West Fargo loss at Grand Forks Central, Shanley would be the one. For the Fargo South Bruins, a little bit more simpler with a little twist. Fargo South is currently 5th, which is the final seed and spot line. That'll get them a bye into the EDC quarterfinals. They're a game behind Davies and a game in front of North. Davies owns the head-to-head against South, so South would need to win out, and Davies would have to lose out for Fargo South to jump up to number 4. But for Fargo North, South does own the head-to-head against the Spartans. So, for example, if North were to lose tonight but win in their regular season finale, North was able to win their next 2 matches tonight, and then Tuesday night against Shanley, South would still be the number 5 seed. So what South needs to do is at least win one of their final 2 games to earn the 5, or have Fargo North come up short in just one of their next 2 games as well to earn the 5, to make it as simply as put. Fargo North would leapfrog over South if they win their next 2 and South were to lose out, which means the Bruins would be in an EDC play-in match on Saturday, November the 6th. So there is some scenarios here for the Bruins. They could go up to 4th. Probably not going to happen with what's left on Davies' schedule. Look awfully good to try to be a 5 seed. They could jump down a 1 spot to the 6 seed, barring what the outcomes are here throughout the week. And this is our Irie Insurance pregame show. For all of your insurance requests, visit Irie Insurance online at IrieINS.com. Still to come, we'll get to our Class A volleyball poll. Take a look at both teams' schedules and what's on deck. A very busy night here in EDC volleyball, from all the way to the number 1 spot down to number 11. There is playoff scenarios and tiebreakers up for grabs here tonight. Monday and Tuesday is the final day of the regular season. Again, it's EDC volleyball. The Deacons at 16-2 in conference play, 23-6 on the season, and the Fargo South Bruins at 11-7 in the conference, and alongside 17-12 on the year. We're back after this with our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll take a look at how both teams got to this point in the last week and a half here with their schedule. It's the starting lineups alongside the opening serve. That'll come a little after 7 o'clock here tonight from Fargo South High. It's EDC volleyball on your live event.
If you're an Ada business, you may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the Ada EDA. This 1% interest loan is available for business expansion, business renovation, business improvements, and new businesses in Ada. Visit or contact Ada City Hall to receive additional information at how your business may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the Ada EDA. Contact the City of Ada, 784-5520, or visit adamn.gov.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
As we're back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show, inching closer to the first serve here on this Thursday night. Let's take a look at Fargo Shanley, the visitors on the scoreboard. The team warming up right in front of us there, clad in red. This is how they've looked as of late. They lost 3 of 4 from October 9th to the 12th, the worst stretch in their schedule. And since then, after losing against St. Mary's, Cheyenne, and Valley City, the Deacons have won 4 straight, sweeping Davies, Oak Grove of Class B ranks, Devils Lake, and Grand Forks Central in their last match on Monday up in Grand Forks, 25-6, 25-17, and 25-12 over the Knights. The Deacons host North to close out the regular season from McCormick Gymnasium upcoming on Tuesday. And again, that game will have some significance barring the outcome of tonight and what West Fargo and Grand Forks Central matches look. But if West Fargo wins tonight and Shanley wins, Shanley would have to beat North again to earn outright the #1 seed in the EDC tournament. On the opposite side for the Fargo South Bruins, South has won 3 straight and 4 out of 5. They also beat Fargo Oak Grove of the Class B ranks. They topped Valley City for a 2-point win on October the 19th, 25-21. They lost 23-25 in the second set, but came back with a 25-22 and 25-15 win. And the Fargo South Bruins down the Huskies in a sweep on Tuesday. South will close out the regular season on Monday night at 7 for the regular season finale right here on your live event from Fargo South High School. And that game could also have some playoff implications for both Fargo South and West Fargo Cheyenne entering Monday night. Then you get a couple of days off. The EDC play-in will be on Saturday, November the 6th. The quarterfinals will be on Tuesday, November the 9th. We'll have one of those matches for you here on your live event. And then everything else, the semis to the consolation to state qualifiers and the EDC championship on November the 12th and November the 13th will be up in Grand Forks at Red River High School, with the state tournament that'll be at the Bismarck Event Center November 18th through the 20th. Coming up tonight, also Red River at Valley City. The Rough Riders they won over Valley City earlier this season, 3-2, and they need to win out and have Valley City lose out for Red River to get to the number 6 seed right now for the number 7 seed here in this particular match. You have West Fargo at Grand Forks Central. West Fargo, again, if they win out and Fargo Shanley were to lose, and barring the outcome of West Fargo, Cheyenne, and South here, you might have a 3-way potential tiebreaker for first place. Wahpeton and Fargo North tonight from the Spartan Dome. Devils Lake at Fargo Davies in a non-conference game. Kindred, a team that's receiving votes in Class B at West Fargo Cheyenne, the number 5 ranked team in Class A. That's upcoming here on Thursday. That's upcoming here later tonight. Still to come here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Take a look at your Class A volleyball poll and also get from there a little bit more of the history between Fargo Shanley and Fargo South as we take a look at these particular programs. And also the Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They want to thank their corporate sponsors of Gate City Bank, Sanford, Midco, and First International Bank for their continued support. To become a Bruin Booster Club member or find out more information, click on the Activities tab on the Fargo South homepage website and then click on Booster Club and go Bruins. Again, our Irie Insurance pregame show continues after this for our final segment before we get to the first serve tonight here from Fargo South High. It's the number 4 Deacons and the Fargo South Bruins on your live event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org. Final segment here on our Irie Insurance pregame show from Fargo South High School, closing in on the opening serve here tonight. Little inside history for Fargo Shanley and Fargo South. Shanley, 3 state tournament championships, their most recent in 2014. They have 9 state title appearances and 24 9 state title appearances with 24 trips to state in their program history, most recently in 2019. For the Fargo South Bruins, a squad that has won 4 state titles in their program history, most recent in 2007. Their last state tournament in 2014 with 22 state tournament appearances. The Class A poll, new one will be upcoming here later next week. Bismarck Century, the 1, Bismarck High, the 2. The only difference is Bismarck High beat Century on Tuesday night, 3-1 at Century. So the Demons showing that they can be the team that can knock off Century, the defending champs, in a club that's really owned Class A volleyball when you look at the past decade plus. West Fargo in the number 3, followed by Shanley at 4, and West Fargo Cheyenne at number 5 with receiving votes. That is Jamestown. Again, a win here tonight for Fargo Shanley gets them one step closer to being a number 1 team in the EDC tournament. They can be no worse than 3. For Fargo South entering play tonight, they can be no worse than the number 6 spot. They could jump up to 4. They would need some help, but kind of looks like now the Bruins more than likely would be the 5. But again, if they win here tonight, that would clinch them at least the number 5 seed entering the EDC tournament. They can finish again no worse than 6th. We'll continue to give those scores that we get throughout the night here for EDC Volleyball and alongside what the EDC standings look like. Again, Shanley 1, Cheyenne and West Fargo top 3, Davie South and North sandwiched in there 4 through 6 with Valley City, Red River, Wahpeton, Devils Lake, and Grand Forks Central. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll come back after this with the first serve and the starting lineups here tonight from Fargo South High School between the number 4 Deacons and the Fargo South Bruins. Reggie Funk is our cameraman. I'm Chase Miller. First serve is next here from Fargo South High.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
If you're an ADA business, you may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the ADA EDA. This 1% interest loan is available for business expansion, business renovation, business improvements, and new businesses in ADA. Visit or contact Ada City Hall to receive additional information at how your business may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the Ada EDA. Contact the City of Ada, 784-5520, or visit adamn.gov.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
As we're back here at Fargo South High School, just moments away from the opening serve here tonight as the Bruin Buddies are coming on, and they'll be part of some of the pregame festivities here as they're right now with the head coach for the Fargo South Bruins, Peyton Wegleitner, and getting a little instructions as we get to our starting lineups. A good-looking crowd slowly but surely filtering in here to the Bruin Den at Fargo South High. Fargo Shanley and Fargo South Again, the Bruins looking for their first win against Shanley since last season on August the 28th of 2020. The Deacons have won 3 straight against the Fargo South Bruins and 2 here earlier this season. We'll get to our starting lineups here in a moment, but a reminder, upcoming tomorrow night here on yourliveevent.com, we'll have coverage of Fargo South and Dickinson High football. 6:30 is the pregame. We're going to hear from both head coaches from Dickinson and Fargo South, Tyler Kozel, their head coach, and John Tucksher, the head coach for the Dickinson High Midgets. That'll be on our pregame show. Then we'll get to the kickoff at 7, and we'll have coverage for you. The winner will advance to the semifinals against the winner of St. Mary's and Devil's Lake. So that's upcoming here tomorrow night on your live event at 7 o'clock. And then on Saturday at 2 o'clock, it's 11B quarterfinals with the Central Cass Squirrels at Hillsborough Central Valley in Hillsborough. That particular contest will get going at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The Squirrels won 3-1. That's volleyball terms. They won 31-12 on the last time they played to open up the regular season for Central Cass and alongside the Hillsborough Central Valley Boroughs. So that's what you have upcoming here on your live event this week when it comes to North Dakota. And then West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Fargo South will close out the regular season against each other in volleyball on Monday. We'll get to a little Region 1 volleyball a week from tomorrow, so coming up in 8 days, and then back to some more Region 1 volleyball for the Region 1 tournament in the quarterfinals. That'll begin play on Monday, November the 8th from Central Cass. So we're winding down the fall sports season as we're just a couple of weeks away now from the Dakota Bowl, and a couple of weeks away now from the state volleyball tournament as well. As the Bruin Buddies again got introduced here as we get ready for the starting lineups here, a couple minutes behind at 7 o'clock. The Fargo Shanley student section on the right hand of your screen, as they have a couple bananas, a priest, a pope, a couple hockey players. They're getting ready for the Halloween festivities alongside with some of those in the Fargo South student section as well. For the Fargo Shanley Deacons right now, as they're getting introduced with some of the non-starters, the Fargo Shanley Deacons clad in those red uniforms with white numerals with Shanley written across the front here in black tonight. A squad again 16-2 in Eastern Dakota Conference play, with one of their losses coming to West Fargo 3-2, and then they lost at home against Valley City as well for their 2 lone losses in conference play. So this is their, again, part of their starting lineups and their non-starters here for Fargo Shanley. The Fargo Shanley Deacons are head coach Mark Quinnett. They'll go with Claire Robin, Olivia Vetter, Shanna Roach, Ricky George, Hannah Hodel, Paige McAllister, and Desi DeKaiser here for the Fargo Shanley Deacons. For the Fargo South Bruins, they'll go with Madison Jackson, Laura Green, Emma Dolby, Jen Gard, Bryn Nelson, Ruth Deutsch, and Tegan Malo here for Fargo South. The Deacons, head coach by Mark Quinnett. Fargo South Bruins, head coach by Peyton Wegleitner here for the Fargo South Bruins, out in those yellow or gold uniforms with the black lettering and numerals outlined in white with Fargo South written across the front here for the Fargo South Bruins. EDC standings and scoreboard, as we mentioned earlier, the top 3 teams all kind of bunched up, seeds 4 through 6 bunched up, but we'll get some more clarity as we get ready here for this one tonight. EDC volleyball, this particular sport, a couple months ago, started back up in August in the East-West crossover in Bismarck, and then they had the East-West crossover again, the Fargo Shields invite in the early part of October. Get some non-region games. Both teams played against Fargo Oak Grove here in Class B volleyball against a little Class A. So now we're getting down to the final 2 matches here, and then things start to get a little bit more serious once you get to that conference tournament. And talking with both these coaches before the match, just saying, hey, you know what, sometimes it's more about the matchup and everything else, who you're squaring off against or who you're playing up against. And sometimes a little bit more what your health and everything kind of comes to be. But both teams feeling pretty good, feeling pretty confident, feeling pretty healthy in terms of what they've been able to provide throughout the season here for EDC volleyball. It's the Deacons and the Bruins here on your live event, as the officials just making sure the rotation is good right now for both Fargo Shanley, as Coming in will be the libero and Hannah Hodel, as she'll come into the contest for Desi DeKaiser. Hannah Hodel, a 5'7" senior, playing like an all-conference libero here this season for Fargo Shanley. For the Fargo South Bruins, taking a look at their roster, they have 4 seniors again coming into the season on this roster, and good to see Tegan Malo, the sophomore, back out there after she was injured a couple weeks ago against the Fargo North Spartans. We're getting ready to get this one underway. Laura Green, the libero, will start things off here for the Fargo South Bruins as we get to our opening serve here tonight at 7:09. 7:09 for the opening serve. And Green will get this one over. Dug in the back by George. Then Hodel has to get it over on a free ball. This one Green to the middle. Going to be there. Jackson back set. Deutsch. Deutsch goes over a block for the kill. Opening point to the home squad in the Fargo South Bruins. And for Fargo South again, Laura Green back to the service line. Little running jump serve. That one's going to be in. Ricky George and alongside with a teammate there in Claire Robin. That one just kind of spun in at the last second, kind of curved right in. So you're going to get an ace on the second point of the night here. This one with Green, first one of the evening. And the Bruins up quickly 2-0 here in set number 1 as continuing to serve is the senior Green. Green hits this one short, service error. First one here for the Bruins. Fargo Shanley, first time at the service line tonight. And Roach, little running jump serve dug in the back by Fargo South. Back set, Deutsch goes down the end line. That's going to be in. There's no whistle right now. They're talking to the near official. That should be a point, as Fargo Shanley is saying that that one was out and it actually went around the post. The official on the near side didn't give any indication. The main official is waiting for a point. We're waiting for a whistle. So it's going to be a point for Fargo South, and Deutsch will earn the kill. So 3-1 Bruins as Amelia Hawley, the 5'4" freshman, comes on to serve. Vetter near side here getting up for that one is Fargo Shanley and Claire Robin. This one gets hit over on 3 by Nelson. Hannah Hodel covers nicely in the back. Vetter to the middle. Here's a strong aggressive tip there by Robin. Back set. Fargo South going left-hand side with Dalby. Vetter middle for Fargo Shanley, and Green keeps that one alive. Fargo South then blocked at the net after the tip on the way there by Bryn Nelson, as the block party will be with Paige McAllister, the first one of the evening here for Fargo Shanley. But a great volley. The point goes to, on that rally, goes to the team clad in red here in Fargo Shanley. Short serve. Fargo South trying to get that one over, as they do with Jackson. But Jackson got a little bit too much on that one with the right fist, and it's now tied at 3 apiece. Service continues here for the Deacons. Fargo South set. Jackson outside, able to get that one over on the third was Nelson. Vetter near side here as Ricky George almost runs into a teammate for the Deacons, going outside. Cross court on the hit and kill is Bryn Nelson. Nelson with her first kill of the evening. 4-3 Fargo South here in set number 1. Bruins a team, and he talked to the coaches and Peyton and Mark. They always talk about that first pass can really get you a great opportunity. Hodel with the dig on the pass, and it goes backside. Vetter going down the end line. That one out of play after the hit there by Paige McAllister. But talking about just making sure you clean up the passes a little bit, you're able to do that. You give your opportunity for your setters of the Maddie Jacksons or the Olivia Vetters here tonight a clean spot. This one not as much. Fargo Shanley with Ricky George going to get blocked at the net. Fargo South tries to punch it over, and they do. Here's a deep push then. This one try to keep alive, and good job on the location there with Paige McAllister. Saw the back end of Fargo South, a little out of rotation, a hard push over, and she's able to get the point for Fargo Shanley. But those are couple of them where you're going to take little notes here that Shanley's had to earn their points, and that one just hits the top of the net, rolls over on Fargo South side for the ace. McAllister with her first ace. She's got a block, she's got a kill, and she's got an ace. If you're playing bingo, she's 3 of the 5 that you need. Fargo South then just a little miscommunication after they hit there by Matichek in the background, as Hawley alongside with the setter and Jackson are just kind of looking at each other. Neither one was able to grab that one, and Fargo Shanley now takes the lead at 6-5. McAllister going short again. able to get there on the coverage was Green. Going to the back row middle after the hit and the kill. Miss guard ties things up at 6 apiece. The Bruins already with 3 different players right now with a kill. We're tied at 6. Set number 1. Early on, but very intriguing. See some quick points. We've already seen some long rallies as well as the Bruins will continue to serve. This one dug into the middle. There's Vetter to the outside here. There's the push by George. Going outside now is Nelson. Nelson's going to get blocked. Guard. Back set here. This one just gets punched over them by Hawley. Vetter, middle. That one to the back left corner in for a kill by McAllister. 7-6 Deacons. McAllister's done a little bit of everything early on in this contest for Fargo Shanley as Olivia Vetter will come on and serve. The 5'8 senior here for the Deacons. Vetter, little running jump serve, hits it down the right-hand side. Fargo South has to retrieve it and get it over on the third. They do. Vetter, back set. This one comes down, and good job on the back row there by Matichek. This one goes to the outside and guard. Hodel is there on the cover. Attacking this one's going to be Ricky George, and George earns the kill. George with her first kill of the contest is now 8-6 Deacons. Fargo Shanley, a squad early on in the season, and talking with some coaches, the way that they were just rolling through teams, not even dropping much less a set in a volleyball match. They were talking about how they just looked like the team to beat in the East. They faltered twice, but still a quality club, and part of the reason why right there, they can hurt you with a bunch of different players, and Shayna Roach, an outside hitter, 5'8" junior, earns the kill on that one. Now 9-6 Deacons. They take their largest lead here early on of set number 1 as Vetter will serve. This one to the middle, and then just can't quite get there on the track was Miss Jackson. Now 10-6 Deacons. Vetter will continue to serve in front of that Fargo Shanley student section. I think we got a peanut butter and jelly costume across the way. That's a combination that you would like. First service there of the night goes against Fargo Shanley. South will earn the side out, and checking in will be Ruth Deutsch, the lefty senior at 6 foot. Coming on here for Fargo South, Madison, the 5'7" junior setter, will come on and serve here for the Bruins. Goes to the opposite libero and Hodel. This one at the net, going to get blocked after the hit by DeKaiser. Back set Deutsch. Deutsch gets the kill. Ruth Deutsch, her team high and match high third kill. It's 10-8 Deacons. Fargo South, just a scrappy club from the year that they had a season ago, 11-17, just 5 wins in conference play. They continue to add on to what their mark was from last year, now 17-12 and 11-7. This one going to get blocked at the net. They'll give that one to DeKaiser. Fargo Shanley, a squad that you just have come to expect in Class A volleyball, one team that's just going to make it to state. Taking a look at 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, and 19. They have made the state tournament. Ricky George earns the ace that time for the Deacons, the second one as a team. It's 12-8 Shanley. But the Deacons, they have definitely been that squad in the East over the last decade plus where you have had to try to contend with a conference title or getting through an Eastern Dakota Conference foe, and that's part of the reason why Clara Robin there with the kill, and head coach Peyton Wigleitner, she wants a timeout here as this one starting to slip a little way for the Bruins, but still early in set number 1. Shanley looking good as of late as they lead it 13-8 over Fargo South here in the first set. It's EDC Volleyball on your live event.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Fargo Shanley 13, Fargo South 8 here at CDC Volleyball on Your Live Event. YourLiveEvent.com. You can check out all the action from games earlier this season on Your Live Event by searching the YouTube page. You can see everything from Minnesota, North Dakota, little Class A, Class B, Section 6A to 8A and AA in Minnesota as well. Deutsch is blocked at the net. This one goes out of play after the hit by the Kaiser. So a point goes for Fargo South after the timeout. Deutsch having herself a nice evening here for Fargo South. The question just comes down. She needs a little help at the net as Jen Gard will come on and serve a knuckler that goes to Hannah Hodel. Back set Vetter outside here for Fargo Shanley. And just hammering one is Roach. Her second kill of the night. The Deacons very balanced up front with Roach, George, and McAllister so far all with 2 kills apiece. Hodel will come on here, a little running jump serve down the end line, and Hodel's going to get the ace. Third ace here for Fargo Shanley tonight. They take their largest lead now at 15-9. Fargo South led early. They were up 5-4, 6-5, tied at 6, and since it was then, Fargo Shanley a nice little 9-3 swing since we were tied at 6. Here comes the back set there by Jackson. Deutsch gets another kill, her 4th. Checking into the contest will be Dalby. Able to see, good to see Tegan Malo. We kind of mentioned it earlier on the broadcast that Malo got wrapped up around a couple of feet against Fargo North and what was going to be a set point and a match point as well, as Fargo Shanley earns the kill. This will be with Robin. And good to see Malo back out there, and just more importantly in terms of a middle blocker at 6 foot even, a sophomore here, can pose some problems, but Peyton Wegleitner likes to see what that upperclassman has provided throughout this Bruins season. Service here for Fargo Shanley, that one out of the court. Second service there is a team at 16-11, and there's a time to have a little giddy up. It's right now here for the Bruins, down by 5. Service upcoming with Amelia Hawley, the 5'4" freshman. The lone freshman on the varsity roster here for Fargo South. And Hawley, when she comes on at the service line, she can put a little spin on that volleyball. This one nicely dug out in the back by Gard, kept alive there as they go to the 10-foot line with Nelson. And then Nelson able to get the kill as you have Hodel talking with George in the back. Kind of thought one was going to grab the other, so Hodel just had to get her left hand on it. And Nelson able to earn that one. Fargo South trims the deficit to 4. Hodel, this one comes to the middle. Right-hand side, was there touch, or they're going to say, no, it doesn't matter, as that was in the corner play. McAllister with her team-high 3rd kill. It's now 17-12 Deacons. Fargo Shanley, you notice the quick passing. The quick hit from the back row goes right to Vetter. And talking to Mark Quinnett, just saying a little bit of earlier in October when the Deacons lost 3 of 4, those passes just weren't where they needed to be, and that made it tough on their hitters. That one was a really good bump over from Jackson to Bryn Nelson, and Nelson knew exactly what to do with it as the Bruins get the side out. Deutsch with 4 kills, Nelson with 3, Gard with 1 here for the Fargo South Bruins. Matacek will come on. This one will go to the back left. It's going to be a tight ball. Vetter back sets. McAllister over, and the block earns the point. She came down on that one, and McAllister gets her 4th kill. Fargo Shanley just with really good passing, and again, it starts with the back row, and Vetter's been around. Part of a long family history for Fargo Shanley with the Vetter girls that have played volleyball. This one going to go short. Hawley's there. This one comes to Gard, and Gard with a aggressive tip, able to kind of have more of a power tip there for the kill. 18-14, Deacons up by 4. It's kind of been this 5-4 point margin since it was 14-9 Fargo Shanley. This one goes right down Main Street on the serve. Vetter comes near side here. That's Ricky George blocked at the net. Then we're going to get a lift on Fargo Shanley. Actually, I'm going to say never went over the net. So no block for Fargo South, but they'll earn the point. Bruins with 1 timeout remaining here in set number 1. Fargo Shanley has yet to use a timeout. Emma Dalby will come on and serve again for the Bruins. Vetter in the middle. This one's going to be to Kaiser, and de Kaiser earns the kill. The fifth Deacon into the kill category. And now it's Fargo Shanley up by 4. As Vetter will come on and serve, all EDC performer from a season ago and second team All-Stater in 2020. Vetter, a little running jump serve, dug out in the back there by Matacek. To the outside comes Guard. Guard blocked at the net. The 1-2 party was de Kaiser and Roach. And nice job for Guard to earn that kill. Fargo South, this is where you kind of think about stealing a particular set. Get on a little run, tied up at 19, take a point at 20-19 here. Service upcoming for the Bruins. Vetter, de Kaiser over a double block. Guard, Jackson outside. There's Guard, as that one went from Jackson Green to Guard, and that one hit into the net. Unforced error by Fargo South earns into a point for the Deacons as they're leading it by 4, and Ricky George will come on and serve. Another running jump serve. Good-looking serve. Green there with the dig. This one comes to Malo, the sophomore. Kind of like a catapult. Just came up with the right hand and smashed it home. It's now 20-17. Malo with her first kill of the night. And if she's playing up front, got to know where the 6-footer is. Outside with Deutsch, too, and some heavy hitters there with Nelson. Fargo Shanley trying to answer. Back set. This one goes across the way. They'll have to hit it over on the third. They do with Malo. Vetter. Shanley with the kill. The back set to Roach. And Roach earns that kill, her third. 21-17 Deacons. Coming on will be Hodel. Again, the way that Hannah Hodel's been playing, someone who's going to be on that all-conference team, and you can maybe consider her one of the better liberos in the Eastern Dakota Conference as she hits that one out of play. The one thing Shanley hasn't done particularly well in just terms of consistency, that's their third service error so far here for Fargo Shanley. Service on the way for the opposite libero, and Laura Green for Fargo South. Green hits it down the end line. Vetter's there in the middle. This one coming on the push, and good looking spot by McAllister. 22-18, McAllister was on the near side. She hits it to the opposite sideline. And McAllister with her fifth kill, and we're going to get a timeout here for Fargo South. We'll break as well. 22-18, Fargo Shanley here in set number 1 on your live event. Set number 1, Fargo Shanley 22-18 over the Fargo South Bruins. Chase Miller with you here from Fargo South High School. Reggie Funk is handling the camera, and the Fargo Shanley Deacons trying to close out the Fargo South Bruins here in set number 1. Right now, Fargo Shanley led by the 5 kills of McAllister, a block, and an ace. For Fargo South, led by the 4 kills by Ruth Deutsch. One ace comes by Miss Green, and the Deacons right now 3 points away from taking set number 1. On to serve is Shayna Roach, the 5'8 junior. Roach hits that one out of play, and Fargo South out of timeout, kind of like freezing a kicker a little bit. They're able to do that, but out of timeouts remaining here in set number 1. And Amelia Hawley, the 5'4 freshman, she can get a ace or two. We've seen it get a little rally going here for South this season. That one just a high lob over to Hodel. Back set on the way. That's McAllister. The Bruins able to keep this one alive, and they get it over on the third with Guard. Here comes Vetter, 10-foot line, back set. McAllister through the double block and earns the kill. Dolby and Nelson try to put up the wall, but McAllister gets the kill. Her 6th of the match. It's 23-19. Fargo Shanley. They got 22 here on the scoreboard inside. There it is, back to 19. Fargo South then able to earn the kill on the opposite side. Emma Dolby, the middle hitter, earns that point. The Bruins right now hanging around tough here in set number 1 against the number 4 rated team in the state in Fargo Shanley. 2 teams out west, Bismarck High and Bismarck Century in the top 2. Then it's 3 consecutive teams from the east and west, Fargo, Shanley, and Cheyenne to roll out the top 5. And Ricky George gets her 3rd kill as the Deacons now have a set point up 24-20. As serving is McAllister. Talk about someone in Page, a senior middle blocker. A little bit of everything for head coach Mark Quinnett. This one outside guard absolutely unwinds and delivers. That one had some heat on it. Guard able to get the side out. 4th kill, and the Bruins need 3 consecutive points here in set number 1 to try to force a little bit of overtime action, so to speak, and they earn an ace. So that helps. As the ace comes there with Dolby, the second one of this first set for the Bruins. Again, you got a rally scoring win by 2, first one at 25. Sets 1 through 4. Dolby will continue to serve. This one is short. Vetter keeps it in. George able to go down the near side and earns the kill, and the Deacons take set number 1, 25-22. We're back with the second set after this here on your live event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Since 19. Back here on your live event, Fargo Shanley grabs set number 1, 25-22 here in EDC Volleyball. And fans, the Bruin Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Fargo South activities. They want to thank their corporate sponsors of Gate City Bank, Sanford, Mitco, and First International Bank for their continued support. To become a Bruin Booster Club member or to find out more information, click on the Activities tab on the Fargo South homepage website and then click on Booster Club. Go Bruins. Again, the Bruin Booster Club wishing the Fargo South Bruins the best of luck throughout not just the fall, winter, but also spring seasons. Shanley trailing it early on in set number 1, but not by much. They didn't dig themselves too much of a hole. They trailed by the most at 3-1 early on, tied to 1 up at 6, and then they never trailed after it was 6 apiece. Ms. Hodel will do the honors to get things going here in set number 2. Here for the Deacons. As she does, this one will be dug out there, backs it on the way by Jackson, then Ruth Deutsch looking for the tip, and good job on the 1-2, and then they get it over on 3 with Hodel. And finally, for Fargo South, they'll finish it with Dolby. One thing that Fargo Shanley has been known of over the years being a scrappy club, a particular team that has been known to do that is Valley City and Jamestown. They cover well on tips. They know what to do down the line, rotate extremely well on the back end, and then they just kind of like a defensive coordinator in football not wanting to give up the big play, just force the opposition to matriculate down the field. That's exactly what we've seen from Valley City and Jamestown in Class A volleyball. We kind of saw that there from Fargo Shanley, make it tough for the opposition. Then you earn a point and a little whipple round as McAllister with her match-high 7th kill here for the Deacons. Fargo Shanley, 23 wins, 6 losses on the season. Roach on his serve. This one comes to Dalby. Hodel there in the back. Better set. This one going to get blocked at the net. They're going to say it didn't even get over the net on the hit there by Robin. Fargo South, just like in set number 1, playing well early on here in set number 2. As to serve will be Matacek. Bruins trying to end a drought. Not a long drought, but for Fargo South in terms of their athletics and their prowess of what they've been able to do over this season. Haven't been to state since 2014, so it hasn't been a decade, but it's nearing there. And the very competitive Eastern Dakota Conference this season. Guard gets it over. George with the coverage on the back. Vetter, as that one will hit the post on the pole, and just like in set 1, set 2, the Bruins have a 3-1 edge. Shanley, Cheyenne, West Fargo, the top 3 teams, Davie South and North and Valley City, they beat Fargo Shanley. We're up 2-0 against Cheyenne in this month, and then eventually lost to Mustang 3-2. But top 7 seeds, you can make an argument for anyone right now to find themselves in a state tournament. Dalby gets the kill for the Bruins. They take their largest lead tonight here for Fargo South in either set 1 or set 2, up by 3 early here in the second. Ricky George with the dig in the back. This one going to go outside McAllister. And McAllister, that little outside hitter, little action, able to just time it perfectly. Just that 1-2 get up and go. Deacons get the side out. This one dug on the back by Laura Green. Into the middle, there's Guard, and Guard gets the kill. Fargo South. Nice quick pass, good set on the way there by Jackson, and Guard exactly knew what to do with it. Her 5th kill of the match here for Fargo South. Student section for the Bruins chanting, "Here we go, Bruins," as Dalby will come on here for the Bruins. Deacons, Vetter, back set McAllister. McAllister goes down the end line, and Fargo Shanley so far tonight, when they need an answer, they go to big bad Paige McAllister, 6-foot senior. And she just hits a heavy ball here for the Deacons as well. Service for Shanley. This one little dump kill action. First time we've seen that from Fargo South, and Maddie Jackson kind of caught the Deacons defense, little napping right there. So Jackson earns the dump kill. 6-3 now Fargo South. And Jackson will come on, the 5'7" junior. As she does, this one goes to the back end line. Vetter near side. George hits this one into the net, and the Bruins up by 4. Sometimes, as a setter, just got to do that little dump kill if you haven't done it too often, and to catch the defense maybe a little napping and find that between that kind of that crevice that you need between the front and the back line. George going to get blocked at the net, and then we're going to have that one actually not go over the net, they'll say. So now 8-3, the Deacons digging themselves a little bit of a hole here in this second set. And Coach Mark Quinnett cheering his Deacons on. No timeout taken. Service by Fargo South. Vetter, back set. Here comes the Kaiser down the end line. There's going to be Green. Jackson tries to keep it going. That one was tied at the net, and point for Fargo Shanley. Those are the ones where you start running out of real estate. Almost you have to hit it off the net to go back to your player and hope that on the third hit that you might able to get one to come over. Deacons on to serve. This would be with Vetter. Vetter comes down to guard. This one goes Jackson outside Deutsch. Hodel does a great job to keep that one in the court, and then it goes over the net for a second off of George's hit. Guard gets the dig. Outside coming here for Shanley, and delivering a missile with Shayna Roach. Roach with her 4th kill. 8-5 now, Fargo South up by 3, and the Deacons will try to chip away here early in set number 2. Vetter. Serve here for Shanley. Guard with the dig. That one goes to Jackson. Back to guard. Hits one into the net. So the Bruins, a little bit of a unforced error there, as the Deacons now trailing it by 2. Olivia Vetter will continue to serve here for Fargo Shanley. Guard with the dig. Jackson going outside Deutsch. Hodel covers it up nicely. Ricky George over a double block, blocked at the net. Then it goes right back to the Kaiser for Fargo Shanley. Back set on the way. That's going to be hit there by Roach. Here comes Fargo South. Malo blocked at the net. Good job on the way by Green. But then Fargo South just kind of running out of real estate there. Matichek almost goes into the front row, and the Deacons earn the point now at 8-7. A little 4-0 run here by Fargo Shanley. They get one more point, will be tied for the first time since it was 1-1 here in this second set. Service by Fargo by Fargo Shanley. Deutsch with a miss hit there, and it's been a little bit more of the Bruins' mistakes that the Deacons have been able to take advantage of on this run, as we're tied at 8 apiece. Fargo Shanley got themselves down in a hole, down by as much as 5, but able to already climb right back out of it. This one comes to the middle. Outside there goes Deutsch. Deutsch hits another one in the net. This is just one right now where Fargo South playing a little tight on the offensive side of the ball. Just needs something positive here for the Bruins. Try to get momentum back on your side. Vetter will continue to serve. Green with the dig. Jackson at the 10-foot line. Backset on the way. Guard going cross court. Good coverage by Fargo Shanley's Vetter. Then Roach going cross court for the Deacons. Here comes Deutsch. Olivia Vetter with the dig. Hodel outside Roach. Roach going down the end line. Green with a check. Matichek is there, then able to get it over as Malo. Vetter to the middle, and this one is going to be a DeKaiser kill. Nezzy DeKaiser gets her 2nd kill. Fargo Shanley now up 10-8. They're trailing again 8-3. The Deacons on quite a run. Vetter continues to serve, hits that one into the net. The 5th one as a team for Fargo Shanley, their first of this second set. And the Bruins back to the service line. It's coming into the contest here for Fargo South. This one will be Olivia Abel as she'll check in. Abel gets that one over. Hodel there with the dig. Back. Here comes a set. A aggressive hit there by DeKaiser. That one's out of play, and we're tied at 10 apiece. Service here by Fargo South. That one hits the top of the net, then falls back on the Bruins side with an Ava Abel serve. Fargo Shanley back up by 1. Just the second service there of the night for Fargo South, but the Deacons return the favor. The Bruins trying to earn a win here tonight and at least get the number 5 seed into the EDC tournament. With a win here tonight, they would at least clinch no worse than 5 in a first-round bye. And an ace upcoming here for the Libero and Miss Green. Laura, the 5'4 senior, with her 2nd ace of the contest. Gives Fargo South a 12-11 edge. Fargo Shanley a win here tonight will get them one step closer to being the outright number 1 seed. The Deacons can be no worse than 3rd entering the tournament in the Eastern Dakota Conference. Fargo Shanley gets that one over on the 3rd. Outside coming here, that's Nelson. Nelson able to get the kill. Bryn going cross court for her 4th kill. And the Bruins see a little run by the Deacons. They like a little taste of that here, as continuing to serve is Laura Green. Bruins a scrappy club, makes you earn a little bit of everything at particular times. When they are playing well, This one gets over. Nicely done on the coverage. This one going to be back to Nelson, 10-foot line. Going on the right side there is Robin. Now it comes to middle, trying to tip this one over as Fredericks. Quickly returned by Nelson. Outside Roach. Roach going cross. Scored as she gets the deflection and the kill. That's her 5th of the contest. Fargo Shanley back within 1. Reminder tomorrow night. Playoff football. Fargo Shanley will host the Mandan Braves at 6 from Sid Cichy Stadium. The winner to play West Fargo Cheyenne or Minot in the semifinals. In Class AA, Ruth Deutsch earns the kill. And the assist upcoming there for Jackson. Deutsch with her 5th kill of this particular contest. 15, make that 14-12 Bruins. On the opposite side for Fargo South in 11A, Deacons play 11AA for football, but in 11A for Fargo South, they will host the Dickinson Midgets tomorrow night at 7 o'clock right here on your live event. The winner to play, the winner of Bismarck, St. Mary's, and Dickinson in the 11A semifinals. This one comes, Vetter with the hit, able to get that one over on a stretch was Robin. This one comes to middle, and getting that one, but it's going to be out of play. After the hit by Dalby. Dalby went down the sideline and just missed by a fraction. 14-13. And they're going to be an ace here for the Deacons. That ace upcoming there by Roach. 4 different Deacons right now have an ace. You have Roach, George, Hodel, and McAllister all with 1 apiece here for Fargo Shanley. And we're tied as we were when it was 11-11. Fargo South, Nelson going cross court. Good coverage there by Robin. Then Robin's going to get a chance to put this one away. Instead gets blocked at the net. Then after the hit by Hodel, a point here for Fargo South. So good job up front for the Bruins. They'll give that to Dalby. Dalby had a big smile on her face. 15-14 Bruins. Matichak on his serve. As she does, goes to the back row. Hodel is there. This one going to get bumped and hit over by McAllister. Fargo South will see if they can use it. Outside quick pass. This goes down the end line by Guard, and Hodel gets a dig high. Almost scrapes the ceiling here at the Bruin Den, and then they earn the kill. Robin with her 2nd. Clara just a 5'5 freshman, just like Hawley for the Bruins. Robin, the lone freshman, here for Fargo Shanley playing on the roster. We're tied at 15 apiece in the aforementioned Clara on a serve. This one comes to Guard, and Guard unwinds and delivers. Team high 6 kills. Fargo South 16-15. Fargo South lost 3 consecutive games to Fargo Shanley, and the Deacons have really owned this series meeting. In the last 10 meetings, 9 wins to Fargo Shanley compared to just the 1 of Fargo South. McAllister goes across the way. There was no touch at the net. Fargo South now up by 2, 17-15. Service will continue here for the Bruins and Emma Dalby as they will close out the regular season. They'll have at least 1 more home game here, and that'll be Monday night at 7 o'clock. This one, Ricky George able to earn the kill. That one went right over and through the hands of Madison Jackson. George now here for Fargo Shanley, her 5th. For the Deacons, they will have a home contest against Fargo North, and they will host a contest in the EDC quarterfinals as well, so they will have 2 remaining. For Fargo South, they could again get the number 4 seed over Davies, but they would need to win out, and Davies would have to lose out for their final 2 games for the Bruins to do so. Guard gets this one over. Vetter now to the back to McAllister. 10-foot line off the ricochet of Malo for the kill, and we're knotted again, this time at 17 apiece. McAllister already with her 10th kill of this contest. Tied at 14-15, tied here at 17 now. And this one comes in middle. Malo gets blocked at the net. Hawley to the outside as Guard able to get that one over. Vetter. This one goes to the Kaiser, and there's going to be a touch and a point. The Kaiser with her 3rd kill. It's now 18-17. And Peyton Wigleitner will come out right now. Give a little bit of instruction to the girls up front. You got Malo there also with her playing. Is going to be the setter in Jackson. And then you have Miss Jen Guard. Hawley with the dig. This one goes Jackson outside guard. Guard going to get blocked at the net, then tries to get another hit. 19-17 and a timeout here for Fargo South. The Deacons with back-to-back points. They've stretched out the lead now to 2 right here in set number 2 on your live event.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Eastern Dakota Conference Volleyball on the air tonight here from Fargo South High School. Chase Miller with you alongside Reggie Funk handling the camera operations here in the second set. 19-17 Deacons as they're going to try to close out the Fargo South Bruins here in the second and try to get up 2-0. Set number 1 went to Fargo Shanley, 25-22. First timeout taken by Fargo South here in this second set with the ever-dangerous Paige McAllister on to serve. McAllister, we've seen a block, we've seen an ace, we've seen already double-digit kills as we have them recorded. This one going to get to the 10-foot line. Matacek able to get that one over. McAllister, this one goes Vetter near side. Ricky George off the deflection. Guard is able to get that one, and then Malo quickly bumps it over on the third. Vetter to the back. This comes George now across the way, out of play, and Fargo South gets the side out. Tonight also playing here in EDC Volleyball Red River at Valley City. The Rough Riders, if they're able to win out and Valley City loses out, the Rough Riders would end up being the number 7th seed as they would own the head-to-head against the Highliners. This one comes near side. George able to get the kill through the block, 20-18. Service here for Vetter. Also tonight, West Fargo at Grand Forks Central for Deacon fans, hoping the Knights can pull off an upset. And if they win here tonight, they would clinch the number 1 seed. Otherwise, they'll have to take care of business as well on Tuesday night. Ruth Deutsch with the quick answer on the outside for the kill. 20-19. Also tonight, Wahpeton at Fargo North. The Spartans need to win out, and South needs to lose out for North to earn the number 5 seed in the final bye into the quarters. And Devils Lake at Davies and Kindred at West Fargo Cheyenne. If Davies wins tonight, they would clinch the number 4 seed heading to the EDC tournament. This one comes to the outside there. Jackson goes to Nelson. Hodel down the end line with the left fist, able to get that one. But running out of daylight there was Vetter at the net, and a point here for Fargo South. It's now 20-20. And the Bruins will come on and serve here as they will be guard. Tied at 20 apiece here in a very entertaining set number 2 and a very entertaining match at that. Here comes a tip on the way. The Fargo South back row just took a step back, and seeing that was the Kaiser with the tip kill. Deacons on to serve. Green, Jackson, outside Nelson. Nelson gets the kill. There's your bump set spike. Good pass on the way by the libero and Green. Set up nicely by Jackson, and we're tied again at 21 apiece. Since it's been tied at 15, neither team has got up by more than 2 service with Laura Green. This one goes down the end. Ricky George is there. Back set on the way. This one going to go cross court. Roach with the hit. Nelson able to bump it over, but we're going to have 2 hits in the back here for Fargo South on that double hit. And now Fargo Shanley gets a 1-point edge. Service here by Hodel. Dug out by guard in the back. This one comes to middle. Emma Dolby partially blocked at the net. Near side on the way, the freshman for Fargo Shanley and Robin. Back set Deutsch, and Deutsch buries another one. Ruth, I tell you what, everything looks better when it's lefty. And Ruth Deutsch with her team high 7th kill. We got her down for. It's 22-22 here in set number 2. And got to win by 2. First one, a 25 win by 2, or we'll continue going to some extra points here. Fargo Shanley comes to the middle. Paige McAllister dug out there by guard. It goes all the way back on Fargo Shanley's side. McAllister with an aggressive tip. This one there, guard again. Now the middle. Here comes Dolby for the kill. 23-22. Fargo South now trying to close out the Deacons here at home with the freshman Amelia Hawley on to serve. Hawley, a little running jump serve. Ricky George is there in the back. This one 10-foot line. McAllister goes back left corner. Guard with the cover. Outside on the way, Nelson. Nelson going cross court. George nicely done on the dig. This one comes near side. Robbins there. Guarded, just getting pummeled with volleyballs, peppered, but she continues to do well. And then hitting another one is Nelson for the kill. She's got 5, and we got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. 24-22. Fargo South having a chance to take set number 2 here from the Brewing Den. Reminder upcoming, go to yourliveevent.com to check out our complete schedule of what we have throughout the Red River Valley this time of year. This one comes more of a day-to-day or a week-to-week basis, but what we have also tonight, Grafton and Hillsborough Central Valley in Region 2 volleyball and Minnesota Section 8A volleyball playoffs. It's Red Lake County and Ada Borup West. Tomorrow night, the lone contest on your live event, Dickinson, Fargo South, from Fargo South in Fargo. 2021 11A football playoffs at 7 o'clock, pregame at 6:30. Saturday, got some semifinals, one in Minnesota for Section 8A football semis, one in North Dakota 11B quarterfinals, Central Cass and Hillsborough Central Valley. Then back into volleyball on Monday, Hankinson and Lisbon in Region 1, Cheyenne and Fargo South in EDC Conference play to close out the regular season for both Cheyenne and the Bruins. Shanley will close out the regular season on Tuesday, November the 2nd. Service here by Fargo South, a chance to close out this second set. After the timeout, we'll see where the Deacons go. Well, they go to McAllister, but she can't get it over the net, and Fargo South takes the second set as Fargo Shanley did in the first by a final of 25-22. So we go to set number 3, tied at 1 apiece. We'll find out who wins that ever-decisive third set when we come back after this here on your live event.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
During this fall, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you high school athletics in and around the Red River Valley throughout the season. Irie Insurance been a great sponsor with us. Our pregame show sponsor, Slalom Professional Academy, as you see in the bottom left-hand corner, able to jump aboard as well throughout the season. Make sure you patronize those sponsors that you see, whether it's on our logos or whether it's through the commercials. Thank them very much for allowing us to bring you high school athletics here on your live events. Simple. Subscribe on YouTube or just follow us on Facebook and social media by searching Your Live Events, and you'll be able to check out all the games that we have throughout the seasons. Here comes Fargo Shanley. They get it over on the third with Vetter. South goes to the back. Laura Green has to bump it over here. Vetter back set, and then that one just gets hit by the right-hand side by Roach. South to Deutsch, and that one's going to go out of play, and a point for Fargo Shanley. So set one goes to the Deacons. Set two goes to Fargo South, and in set three, first point goes to team serving. Here clad in red, Roach with a very dangerous serve. Dangerous, and we mean that for the Bruin back row. Here it comes. Getting up and getting that one down. Claire Robin, maybe not the greatest assist there by Miss Vetter. She probably would tell you as well, but able to earn that one. Robin shows the extension that she has in her wingspan, makes it 2-0 early here for Fargo Shanley. Guard with the dig. This one comes to the middle. Dalby's there for the kill. Dalby with her fifth, 2-1. Fargo Shanley's service on the way as Hawley will check into this contest. Fargo South, Fargo Shanley. Two teams that trying to find themselves at the Bismarck Event Center November 18th through the 20th at the state tournament. Deacon snapped a run after getting there the last couple of seasons in 19 and 18. Snapped a run and not making it last year as McAllister earns the kill. Up now 3-1. On the opposite side for Fargo South, it's been since 2014 and already a successful season in terms of more wins both overall and in conference play here for the Bruins, but now they're going to try to take that next step, and that's have a quality EDC tournament and try to get to state. Here's Vetter, back set on the way. That comes McAllister for the dig. You just see that little loop around. They do it really nice with McAllister and DeKaiser. McAllister, her match-leading 12th kill. 4-1 now, Fargo Shanley. This one's going to get hit on the way for the Deacons and Clara Robin. Going to the outside here is Nelson. Nelson right-hand side. Robin trying to earn that dig. Instead, Nelson's going to get that particular point. And the Bruins right now down by 2 at 4-2. 2019, Fargo Shanley swept the Bruins. 2018, the same. 2017, the same. Fargo South trying to change that here after losing in the Fargo Invite and also being swept at McCormick Gymnasium earlier this season. So this is the first set they have taken against the Deacons so far. And we're going to have 4 hits on Fargo Shanley, so a point for Fargo South. And now a chance for the Bruins to try to get up 2-1. Across the way, we see some costumes, both in the student sections, but also in some of the parents in the crowd that's watching. Everything from Ninja Turtles to a man in a gorilla mask to the Pope and a priest and some bananas. Got it all here tonight at Fargo South High School. Here comes Dalby, and speaking of it, having it all for Fargo South. We said McAllister a lot on the middle block and the middle hitter. We've said Dalby's name a lot as well for the Bruins. Emma, a 6-foot junior, gets her 6th kill, and Fargo South has mounted this puppy up at 4 apiece. Ever decisive third set. The winner of this one will have a chance to close out the opposition in the 4th. This one over a block. Ricky George earns the point. 5-4 here, Fargo Shanley. George with her 7th kill, and McAllister will come on and do the honors here for the Deacons. As she does, gets that one over the net. Matacek there with the dig. Near side here for Fargo South. Dalby able to get it over. Good coverage there by Robin. Now it's Ricky George, 10-foot line. Guard. And Guard gets another opportunity at this one. Vetter back to George, hits it over on the 3rd. Is this going to be Jackson to the middle? Dalby back left-hand side. And Vetter keeps this one going, trying to swing with the right hand and couldn't get it in the court. over the net there was McAllister, so a point here for Fargo South as we're tied at 5 apiece. That second set, after it got to be 15-15, they just were tied every couple of points is what that second set just kind of felt like, and kind of carrying that over here into the third. Ricky George over a double block, Hawley with the cover. This one goes outside to Gar. Gar goes down the end line. Hodel is there. Here comes Vetter with it. Now Ricky George just bump it over on a free ball. Jackson outside. This one not going to get over the net on the hit there by Guard. She knew it. 6-5 now, Fargo Shanley. Deacons hit a little bit of a rough patch earlier this month, but since then have recovered nicely after losing 3 of 4 from October 9th to the 12th. Now a couple of those matches were as part of the Fargo invite where you only play up to 3 sets to try to get moving throughout the day with teams from Sioux Falls, Bismarck, a little bit of Class B, Class A. A couple of states come through on that one. Backs it on the way to kill. That'll be by Roach. She gets her 6. It's now 7-5 Shanley. But after losing to Bismarck, St. Mary's, West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Valley City, the Deacons have won 4 straight, sweeping Davies, Oak Grove, Devils Lake, and Grand Forks Central. So they went and took 13 consecutive sets just from those sweeps and winning set number 1 here against the Bruins before Fargo South won the second. Fargo South, a little dump kill opportunity there by Jackson. Fargo Shanley does a better job than what they did in the second set when she did that as they covered. This one in the middle, Malo winds up and almost gets that one. Roach able to keep that one going. Ricky George then gets the kill. Her 8th, 8-5 right now, Fargo Shanley. Fargo South, same thing. They've kind of had their ups and downs a little bit more than Fargo Shanley this year. But for the Bruins, as of late, they've won 3 straight and 4 of their last 5, beating Oak Grove. They topped Valley City for a 2-point win and down Wahpeton in a sweep their last time out on Tuesday. So a team that's playing awfully good when you need to here at the latter part of October. This one goes to the outside guard with a deep push back corner. Hodel covers the distance, and then they're able to get this one off a miss hit, able to get it over, but just a little miss hit there was Robin. 8-6 now, Deacons up by 2. That's why we've seen a really good EDC volleyball match here tonight, a match that's nearly an hour old that started at 7:09. Vetter. This one comes, DeKaiser with the hit. Now the middle, Malo steps up. Vetter with the dig, and that's going to be a point here for Fargo South. The Bruins already had their senior night, already had their parent night. Last time we had a game here on your live event with Fargo South at home against North, that was the Breast Cancer Awareness Night, Dig the Cure. Bruins, they go outside here, and down the end line there is guard. Hodel with the dig. Now it comes to the middle to Kaiser. Good coverage by Matacek. Into the middle, here's Malo, right-hand side, and a longer rally here in set number 3. That goes to Fargo South. Malo with her second, and we're tied at 8 apiece. Service on the way here for Fargo South as take a look at what zone they want to attack here as Jackson on the serve. Hodel gets the dig. Vetter. This one comes. Going to get blocked at the net if they hit by Roach. This one comes over by Matacek in. Goes over Vetter and back to that little end line where it meets the side and the baseline. 60 feet on the sideline. The end line is 30 feet in the dimensions for volleyball. Fargo South with a 9-8 advantage. Matacek gets her kill, the first one of the night. More importantly for the Bruins, they're back up on the lead in that scoreboard. This one going to get tipped on the way. A pancake then by Guard, and Guard then quickly returns it over on a second hit. Fargo Shanley comes to near side, and earning the kill is going to be Roach. Roach gets her 7th, and it's now a 9-9 contest here in this third. Fargo Shanley so far with 6 service errors. Fargo South with 2. 25-22 set one went to Shanley. Same score, just reverse it. Fargo South won the second set. Ruth Deutsch, 10-foot line, gets it over. Hodel there with a dig. Vetter near side on the way is going to be Robin. Good coverage by Matacek. Back set, Deutsch. Deutsch a little off balance, gets the kill. De Kaiser hit a little bit of it. Deutsch able to earn that point, and the Bruins back up by 1. If this is any indication of what the EDC volleyball tournament is going to look like, buckle up, because we could have some upsets, and we could have maybe 1 or 2 of the top 4 seeds not make state with the quality of play that, if playing well, South, North, and Valley City, all very dangerous teams as South hits that one into the net. And earlier this week, Fargo Davies showed you why you should be thinking of Carolyn Olsen's club sweeping West Fargo Cheyenne at Cheyenne, saying, hey, just because we're going to probably be the 4 seed, don't go down a team that's made state tournament the last 9 straight years in Fargo Davies. Ruth Deutsch down the end line. Great back set by Jackson. Deutsch delivers the goods. She's got her 9th kill. It's now 11-10 Bruins. So it makes it fun for the fans out there. Maybe not so much for the parents, the coaches, or players sometimes when you get parity, but it makes it a lot of fun for the fans where you could just kind of go for a couple hours, enjoy a match or two, and see some really good volleyball as we're seeing it here in Class A in the Eastern Dakota Conference here tonight throughout the season. Roach, that one hit out of play. Fargo South now takes a 2-point edge. Out west, Bismarck High upended Bismarck Century on Tuesday night. Century was 17-0 in conference play before the Demons beat them. Jamestown playing awfully good. St. Mary's with Legacy and Mandan kind of makes up the upper echelon. Then Dickinson kind of hanging in the weeds there at the 7th spot as Fargo South now takes a 3-point edge. Both the WDA and the EDC going to be a lot of fun to see how those particular conferences finish out. Oh, and Dalby on unevaded block. George gets the dig. Fargo South with Deutsch. Deutsch over a double block. Vetter does a nice job to cover. Here comes Hodel. Outside on the way is Roach, and Roach gets the kill. Her 8th. Fargo Shanley needed a point to kind of go their way after the Bruins were playing with a little momentum on their side. And Shayna will come on and serve this one up. Down the end line, there is Nelson. Jackson, Beckset, Deutsch going to the left-hand side with the kill. 14-11. Bruins with the edge. If you aren't a top 5 seed in the East, all you got to do is win 2 matches. Sounds a lot easier than actually doing it, but you just have to win 2, and we have a timeout on the floor. We'll get to that point after this timeout. Fargo South 14, Fargo Shanley 11. EDC Volleyball in your live event.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Back here on your live event, as we were mentioning before the timeout in the Eastern Dakota Conference Tournament, if you make the quarterfinals and you earn a bye, all you have to do is win 2 out of 3 to make state. So if you win the quarters, you win the semis, boom, you're no worse than a 2 seed entering state. If you were to lose in either the quarters or the semis, but you come back through the losers bracket and win in a state qualifier matchup, you'll be the 3 or 4. If you play in a play-in match, then all of a sudden you have to win 1 more game, which would be 3. So it just adds a little bit more of the piece to the puzzle to try to get to the Bismarck Event Center. After a timeout by Fargo Shanley, they go to the back set here. McAllister on the whip around. Fargo South does a good job on the coverage. Now it goes guard, hits this one in the net after the attack at the 10-foot line. Fargo Shanley gets the point. Deacons right now on to serve the freshman Robin. Robin will come on, dug out well by Green. There's Jackson to the outside, a tip on the way. Fargo Shanley with Vetter. Hodel to the near side. That's going to be Ricky George cross court. Green with the dig. Jackson comes up. This one going to be a tip kill and a point for Dalby. Dalby earns her 7th. Fargo South leads it by 3. Just seeing two particular players. Jackson, the setter, just never really see her come out of the contest. And same thing with Laura Green, unless there's a certain rotation. She continues to be on the floor here for the Bruins. This one, McAllister, backhand corner. Nicely done. Ricky George, that one was blocked at the net, went right back on the McAllister side. She went down the left-hand side for the point. 15-13. We got McAllister down for 13 kills. And right now, the Deacons are down by 2. Fargo Shanley led early in this second set. Then we were tied at 8 apiece, and since then it's been Fargo South, or it's been a tie. Fargo Shanley earns another point here after the serve. If they do tie it up at 15, it would be our first tie since it was 10 apiece. Service on the way by McAllister here. McAllister will go to Matacek. This one will try to be a dump kill, covered nicely by Madeline Bannock. Now it goes Dalby. Dalby left-hand side McAllister. Bannock back to a 10-foot line. Vetter has to hit it over on a free ball. This one comes Jackson, outside guard. Guard with a hard push. Ricky George is there. George will have a chance to hammer one home. Hits it with the right fist. Matacek keeps it going. Now at the net. This one's going to go for Dalby, and it'll be on the Deacon side. 16-14 Bruins. Dalby with her 8th kill. And the winner of this set takes a 2-1 set advantage. Under Fargo Shanley racked off 13 straight sets and a little sweep, and then took set number 1 as George hits this one in the net. Fargo South kind of seen what they were doing a little bit in the second set early on, where Fargo Shanley was taking advantage of some Bruin mistakes. Kind of seeing that here a little bit differently in the third. Hodel, they have to get this one over as they do it to Kaiser. Bruins to the middle. Malo on a one-on-one. De Kaiser got enough of that one. Back to Hodel. Now goes to Kaiser. Kept alive on the way. Guard has to just tip it, as she does on a push. This one comes near side. That's going to go to George. Good job on the coverage by Fargo South by Dalby. This one tap foot line. Matacek with the point. 18-14, and the Deacons just with one timeout remaining here in this set. I don't want to have to take it, but starting to see this one slip away here in the third. Fargo South with Dalby on to serve. This one comes to the middle. Vetter to Ricky George. George gets the kill. Shanley needed that one. It'll be Ricky's 9th of the contest. More importantly, the Deacons have a chance to serve and go on a little bit of a run. Saw Fargo Shanley in that second set, trailing 8-3, and go all the way from 8-3 to a 10-8 run. So they've got it in them. But that was, again, partially because of the Fargo South mistakes. Malo, tip, covered nicely by Roach. Now De Kaiser gets this one over. Jackson, middle, Malo down the end, in for the kill. As that goes right past Vetter, 19-15. Fargo South with a quick side out and right back on to serve, as this will be with Madison Jackson. Jackson gonna get an ace. The 4th of the contest for Fargo South, up by 5, 20-15. And Mark Quinnett just looking at his club right now saying, hey, let's find a way to play through this one. Down by 5 here for Fargo Shanley. Service on the way with Jackson. This one dug out in the back. Vetter bumps it up. This one is going to be now a joust. Jackson outside guard with a hard tip, covered nicely by Fargo Shanley. Here it comes Roach. Matacek with a dig. Guard with a chance. That one out of play. There's no touch at the net. Now 20-16. And here's your chance for Fargo Shanley right now to get that run. Just kind of feel like momentum's a little bit on the side of Peyton Wing-Leitner's club. Ricky George on to serve. Green with the dig. Jackson, 10-foot line outside Deutsch. Deutsch goes cross court. Robin is there. She'll have a crack at this one down the end line. Matichek, Jackson, quick pass on the way, and that's going to be a point for Fargo South with guard. 21-16 Bruins. A lot of quick action here in the last couple of points. Not a lot that's just getting lollied over or volleyed over. There's some steam and hits, whether it's a deep push. Fargo South has a service here. They're first here of this third set. Their fourth of the contest, and Shanley again. Time to make a little run here if you're the Deacons, down by 4 with Hodel on to serve. Hodel does have one ace so far here tonight. Goes to the opposite, libero and Green. Jackson outside. Nelson gets the hit. Vetter backs at Roach. Roach, a block comes up late, then it hits the net or the basketball net that's piled up here and takes the wicked bounce or ricochet. So a point here for Fargo Shanley. Block came up late. Roach knew what to do with it. Hodel will continue to serve here for the Deacons. As she does, that one with very little ball movement. Laura Green gets that one over. Hodel with the dig. 10-foot line. Vetter coming to the middle's McAllister. We haven't said her name too much here in this third set. And McAllister earns the kill. Her 14th. The Deacons down by 2. That's maybe where you want to get going if you're Fargo Shanley. Ricky, George, Roach, they can definitely be part of the situation here and the solution. But if you get McAllister going, you can very easily come back. Nelson, right-hand side, George able to hit that one. Now they get it over on the third with Robin. Nice placement coming out of nowhere. There's guard. 10-foot line. Nelson blocked at the net. Malo keeps it alive. Outside Nelson with the tip. Vetter there on the cover. Hodel near side. That's going to be Robin going cross court. Nicely done by Green. Backs it on the way. Deutsch. Deutsch over a double block, and then that's going to go out of play. Give McAllister and Robin the 1-2 combination, and we're going to give Claire Robin the block. That's Robin's first, 21-20. And Fargo South wants a timeout. We'll break with them here. The Deacons clawing their way back late in the third here on your live event.
If you're an Ada business, you may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the Ada EDA. This 1% interest loan is available for business expansion, business renovation, business improvements, and new businesses in Ada. Visit or contact Ada City Hall to receive additional information and how your business may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the Ada EDA. Contact the City of Ada, 784-5520, or visit adamn.gov.
Back here on your live event, Chase Miller with you alongside Reggie Funk. It's been a great one. Fargo South, the number 5 team in the Eastern Dakota Conference. Fargo Shanley, they're the currently number 1 team, a half game ahead of West Fargo Cheyenne, a full game ahead of the West Fargo Packers in the top 3 of the Eastern Dakota Conference. We'll see if 25-22 continues to be a trend, because that's how both teams won their respective sets. Right now, 21-20 with Hodel on to serve. One timeout apiece remains here for Fargo Shanley and Fargo South here in this third set. Hodel comes on, dugout on the back. Jackson to the middle. Malo one-on-one blocker, and she got it over McAllister to earn the kill. Malo, just a sophomore, makes it 22-20 Bruins. Coming on here for the Bruins, Laura Green, the senior. She'll come on here, hits it down the end line. Robin's there. Vetter backs at Roach. Roach, nicely done. A great dig, a better set, and Robin might want to check those shoes for flubber, because she absolutely leaped up on that one and able to put a little mustard on it. 22-21. Robin able to get her 4th kill. It's Shanley a chance to tie this one up at 22 apiece. Robin to serve. That one's going to be out. Service error for the Deacons. Their first of this third set. Their 7th in the contest. South now a chance to try to close out Fargo Shanley with the serve, up by 2. Hawley will come on Fargo South with 4 aces tonight. The same can be said for Fargo Shanley in that category, and they almost get an ace there. Hodel had to come down hard and get that one. Robin gets it over on 3. Fargo South Malo, Hodel there on the back right for the coverage. Here it comes near side, Robin down the end line. Gar with the dig. Here comes a dump opportunity for Fargo South, then hit right back over by the Deacons. Quickly outside, Nelson. Nelson goes down the side for the kill. 24-21. Nelson gets her 7th. And the Bruins a point away from going up 2-1 on the number 4 rated team in the state. Hawley. Hodel with the dig. Vetter, McAllister, and you just have not too many answers for McAllister. It's now 24-22. And the Deacons need back-to-back points to keep this third set alive. Robin serves. Green with the dig. Jackson comes up middle. That's Dalby! And she delivers the goods. Dalby with her 9th kill, and it's been 25-22 throughout. First set goes to Shanley. The next 2 sets go to the Bruins at 25-22. Fargo South will look to close out the number 4 team in the state when we return. The Deacons, they're trying to look for a 5-setter. It's EDC Volleyball. It's been a dandy tonight on your live event.
If you're an ADA business, you may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the ADA EDA. This 1% interest loan is available for business expansion, business renovation, business improvements, and new businesses in ADA. Visit or contact Ada City Hall to receive additional information at how your business may be eligible to receive 1% interest loans from the ADA EDA. Contact the City of Ada, 784-5520, or visit adamn.gov.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Two sets to one. Fargo South with the advantage over the number 4 rated team in Class A volleyball in the Fargo Shanley Deacons. As we enter play here in the 4th set. Take a look. Fargo Shanley dropped 2 sets. 3 they lost. 3 sets 2 at home against West Fargo on September the 2nd. Also played a 5-setter against West Fargo on October the 5th. Other than that, they've played everything either 3 or 4 sets, so they've only gone 5 twice, both against West Fargo. On the opposite side for Fargo South, they don't want to go to 5, but if it does get there, the Bruins this season have played just in 1 5-setter. That was on October the 14th. We had it for you 2 weeks ago to the date against Fargo North, in which Fargo South lost 3 sets to 2. So both of these teams have found a way to win in 3, win in 4, or on the opposite side, lose in 3 or lose in 4, as Hodel will come on and serve it up to get things going here in the 4th set, as she did in set number 3. Fargo South, Jackson, back set, Deutsch. Deutsch going to get blocked at the net, and guess who? Paige McAllister with the block. If she gets going, that is going to be option A, B, and then Ricky George, a Roach, a Robin, any one of that is definitely option C. But if Paige McAllister can do the honors, that just opens up the court for so many other players for Fargo Shanley. Roach gets blocked at the net, keeps it going. Now it goes over. Ruth Deutsch there to the middle. That's Dalby. And Dalby almost earned a kill. Instead, it's going to be a dig by George. Roach, Green. This one goes right back over the net. And McAllister hammers one home. Make it 2-0 early for Fargo Shanley. Deacons got up early, 2-0 in the last set as well. Hodel, that one going to be out, but hitting it just enough to get that volleyball to skid off the top of that wrist was Guard, and Guard knew it. You heard their teammates going out. Instead, it's going to be an ace on the way here, as Hodel earns her second ace of the contest. Back set, Jackson. Deutsch going to get that one over the net. Fargo Shanley with Ricky George unable to hit it on the third on the Fargo South side. So the Bruins get the side out. And their first serve here of the fourth set as Hawley will come on. Fargo South student section, Fargo Shanley student section. Good looking crowd here tonight at South High. This one, back set. That's going to be with Roach. Roach goes cross court on the hit. Now it comes to the outside here. Nelson going right-hand side for the kill. Her 8th. Bruins are giving up 3 straight. Able to earn back-to-back points and a chance to tie early here in this one at 3 apiece. As Hawley will come on. Hits it just over the net. Fargo Shanley going outside Roach, and Roach hammers one home. That's where she's been able to kind of live throughout the night for Fargo Shanley, as they're up now 4-2. And we'll have a substitution here as Roach will check out. Coming in to serve will be Madeline Bannock, the 5'4" senior here for Fargo Shanley. So Bannock getting some playing time here. You have her, you got Charlie Lang as a senior, also with Vetter and George, Hodel, McAllister, and DeKaiser here for the Deacons. But speaking of one senior to another, Bryn Nelson able to earn another kill for Fargo South. And now it's 4-3. The Deacons again can be the #1 seed if they win here tonight and take care of business against Fargo North on Tuesday. As running in the scores table, looking to be all right, that's Paige Rangeliker, the 5'9" sophomore. We're tied at 4 here. Matacek hits this one into the net. That'll be the 5th service there for the Bruins tonight. Fargo Shanley, if they lose tonight, then it gets awfully interesting, because if West Fargo wins and Shanley loses tonight, you'd have Cheyenne, Shanley, and West Fargo all at 16-3 entering their final game, and none of those teams play each other. Fargo South hits it down the end line. Fargo Shanley near side here. Ricky George blocked at the net, and then the Bruins will earn the point. 5-4. Excuse me, should be 5-5 on our scoreboard, as it is now 5-5. So Fargo Shanley, very important game again. If they lose, the farthest they could go down is 3rd, so they would still host a quarterfinal round matchup. But barring how the bracket shapes up, some teams that you might have to go up against. Fargo South and Davies, though, that might be a 4-5 contest. And if that is, sign me up, because we've been able to cover those two teams when they played each other, and it's been kind of matches like this, just scrappy, hard volleyball where nothing comes easy. Fargo South now up 7-5 after a couple really good serves here by Dalby. For Fargo South, they could jump to the 4 and host a quarterfinal round game, but they have to win out, and South would need Fargo Davies to lose out. Ricky George earns a kill. That's her 10th. Deacons earn the serve. Fargo South can clinch the 5 seed with at least a win here tonight and get that last bye, but they would be on the road and not have any more home games after Monday's contest with Cheyenne. Vetter able to get that tip over, as she does. A point for her kill, and we're knotted at 7 apiece. The Bruins could go all the way down to 6 if they lose their next 2 or lose this one and lose to Cheyenne and North was to win out. That one just came out of nowhere. An absolute floater by Paige McAllister to earn the ace. Fargo Shanley with 6 aces tonight as they're back up front by 1. Service here by McAllister. Hawley with the dig, and the Bruins will have to get this one over. They do with Jackson. Vetter to the middle. George has that one go out of play in front of the Bruins student section, and we're tied at 8 apiece. So again, a lot of matches that going on tonight. We'll just put the EDC volleyball tournament for pairings and placings and seeds a little bit more clearer after tonight. Monday there's a couple of games, then Tuesday's the finale here in the EDC. Ricky George over a double block earns that point. George starting to heat up now for head coach of Fargo Shanley, and Mark Quinnett. Deacons back up by 1. 25-22, that has been the number. Shanley won by that in the first. The Bruins won by that in the second and the third. Vetter on to serve. Green with the dig. Jackson sets it up outside Deutsch. Hodel with a good dig there for the Deacons. As this one goes out of play there by George, and we're back to a tie ball game here in the 4th set. If it does go to set number 5, it'd be the first one to 15. Peyton Wegleitner, she doesn't want to see that. Fargo South lost 3 consecutive games to Fargo Shanley. Lost 9 of their last 10. But trying to earn a win here tonight at home court. This one comes Malo. Malo with the tip, able to get it over the sprawling to Kaiser. Now it's going to be on the hit there by Roach. Nelson with a deep bump. Hole there on the back left corner. Here comes the middle into the net on the hit by DeKaiser. 10-9 Bruins. With a win here tonight for Fargo South, they would get their 18th win of the season. Fargo Shanley, if they would earn a win, that would be their 24th on the campaign. Here comes Roach down the end line. Guard able to keep it on the Fargo South side as Nelson gets it over on the third. Here comes on the back set on the way, and he blocked at the net was George. They kept it alive there by DeKaiser. This one gets hit over them by Roach. Green to Deutsch. Deutsch over to Hodel. Fargo Shanley near side Roach, and Roach earns the kill. She's in double digits now with George and McAllister, and the Deacons have now this one up at 10 apiece. Deacons got up 3-0. Tied at 4, tied at 5, tied at 7, tied at 8, tied at 9, and now we're tied at 10. Which team's going to find a little rhythm and a run here? That might determine this 4th set. Fargo Shanley, Vetter, back set on the way. Roach over a double block and off the deflection of Malo for the point. It's now 11-10, and we might get a timeout here, or Peyton Wegleitner just asking about a little bit of a rotation for Fargo Shanley. It's 11-10 after the point there by the Deacons. And here comes the rotation as checking into the contest would be Rachler, the 5'9" sophomore, as she will play up front. Service on the way here for Fargo Shanley. Guard with the dig, but that one goes into the net. The Deacons now up by 2. Ricky George back on to serve. Deacons again need to win this set to get to set number 5. Guard sees that one. Jackson covers nicely. Then Guard able to get that one over on the third. Vetter, back set. Roach is there. Deep push, right-hand corner. She saw the libero there in Jackson make that green coming up. Saw the hole in the back right and earned it. So Roach with a nice heads-up play. Timeout on the floor. Fargo Shanley up by 3. You're at the midway point of set number 4, and a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them on your live event.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Shanley getting a little rhythm as we talked about which team can find their rhythm first. The Deacons have rattled off 3 straight points to take a 13-10 lead here in the 4th set. Chase Miller from Fargo South High School inside the Bruin Den. Reggie Funk handling the camera here tonight. And Ricky George will continue to serve after the first time out by Fargo South here in the 4th. George, right-hand side, Green there with the dig. Jackson outside Nelson. Nelson blocked at the net, keeps it alive though. Now it goes to Deutsch. Deutsch down the end line, Hodl's there. Back set on the way, make that a front set by Vetter. As the Kaiser able to hit it over with her left hand. Now it's back to Deutsch going cross court. And the Deacons able to keep this one going as they get it over with Hodl. This one comes now, Jackson outside Nelson. Nelson winds, blocked at the net. Deutsch is there. Jackson back outside. It's a deep push. Hodl on the cover. Back set, Roach. Roach down Main Street for the kill. Deacons with some good passes, good sets there by Vetter, and Roach buries one here for Fargo Shanley. Her 12th kill of the contest. McAllister leads the way with 16. And right now, Fargo Shanley up by 4, 14-10 here in the 4th set, and trying to keep this momentum going as they've given themselves a little bit of a breathing room, but a chance to do so more here. But instead, it's going to be a service there, the first one in this 4th set for the Deacons. That has been cleaned up a little bit since the first. In the first set alone, the Deacons had 4 service errors. Since then, they've just had 4 in sets 2, 3, and 4. Fargo South will come on. Libero in green to serve. Vetter sets it up. The Kaiser over a double block. Guard keeps it alive. In the middle, there's Dalby. Dalby, this one goes right back over after the dig by Vetter, and then just losing their balance, there's Jackson and Deutsch. A point for the Deacons, 15-11. Fargo Shanley, they win their next 2, including tonight's game. They can come back against the Bruins and take care of business on Tuesday against North. They would finish conference play with 18-2. 18 wins to 2 losses. And how about the Deacons right now, making it tough for the Bruins on every point. Hodl gets the dig, and you just thought if that one was going to go over, that Fargo Shanley might steal a point instead. Deutsch puts a little heat on that one, gets the side out, and the Bruins very much within striking distance, down by 3, but they need a little run of their own going right now as Hawley comes on to serve. This one goes to the middle. Outside, an opportunity here for Roach. Goes cross court, took a little something off of it there on the hit. And now it's 16-14. That's what the Deacons have done well here as of late, since it was 9-9 on this 7-3 run. They just had the quick answer and not allowed Fargo South to really get back into this particular 4th set. See if the Bruins can earn a side out here. Dalby gets this one over. Hodl with a dig. Vetter to the middle here, right-hand side. McAllister, good job by Fargo South to keep that one going. And Nelson, as she almost ran into the student section. Hawley then on the coverage. The Bruins then almost run into each other there with Hawley, and Emma Dalby can't be slighted by the effort there for either club, but Fargo Shanley right now playing with a little pizzazz, up by 5 here in the 4th set. Green with the dig, Jackson to the middle. That's going to be Dalby for the kill. Dalby earns her 10th. More importantly for the Bruins, they get the side out and the serve. Service upcoming for Matacek here for the Bruins. Coming up on our post-game show, our player of the game. Take a look at any scores that we get and preview what's to come for both teams and on your live event this weekend. Question is, will we have it after the 4th, or will it be a little while with a 5-setter? So I'm blocked at the net. Dalby was there. And now Fargo South readjusts. Here comes the attacking guard. Hammers one. Jen Guard makes it 17-14. Fargo South now with Matichak back on to serve. Yes, maybe wonder one or two more points here for the Bruins. Put some pressure on the Deacons here in the fourth. Vetter in the middle, McAllister, and that one's out of play. No hit by Matichak. Shanley fans kind of looking around, seeing if anything is there. It was not. And that's going to be a point here for Fargo South, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor, so there it is. Head coach Mark Quinnett sees the little tables turning the opposite way. He wants to take a timeout with the Deacons up by 2. We'll break with him here in the fourth set. Been a dandy tonight. Number 4, Fargo Shanley trails by 1 set, 2-1 here against Fargo South in the fourth on your live event.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
17-15, Fargo Shanley leads it by 2 here in the fourth set. Fargo South, after trailing 17-12, has now made it 17-15. A little run going by the Bruins. Head coach Mark Quinnett wants to stop that with the timeout. Both Mark and Peyton Wegleitner for Fargo South with 1 timeout remaining here in the fourth. Ricky George able to bump that one over on 3. Jackson middle, Dalby. Dalby had the 1-2, and she smoked one for the kill. Dalby with her 11th kill of the night. Fargo South chance to tie here in the fourth set. Service on the way for Matichak, and that one's going to be out of play. Kind of fumbled around a little bit with that serve. That'll be the second of the set, the 6th of the contest, and you're a Deacon fan right there, able to take a little sigh of relief, up by 2, but ever a short one as Robin will come on. This one dug out by Hawley. Jackson's there, tries to get it to the middle. Dalby tried to get the tip, but now it's 19-16. Deacons coming back on. Service. This one dug out in the back. Outside upcoming to the left-hand side, and the kill. Emma Dalby earns the point. Kind of we said for Paige McAllister for Fargo Shanley throughout this contest. Dalby in the middles. Been a little bit of a wrecking crew herself for Fargo South. 19-17. We've got Dalby for a team-high 12 kills right now, and service upcoming by the aforementioned Dalby. Vetter, back set, McAllister. Dalby gets the dig. It's going to be a 50-50 joust at the net. Won by Fargo Shanley. Another one won by Shanley and McAllister. This one hit left-hand side as this one comes to the 10-foot line over, and that's going to be a block. Oh, what a hit, what a block there. Ricky George got it over, but a block then by Malo. Malo earns the block. It's been absolutely one of those kind of games. It feels like postseason volleyball already here inside the Bruin Den. Bruins down by 1. Vetter back set on the way. This is McAllister down the end line for the point. Go to your closer when you need it most. McAllister with her 17th kill for Fargo Shanley. Service here for the Deacons. And that's going to be an ace. Nice job by McAllister to earn that point. That's going to be her 3rd ace. Deacons up by 3, 21-18. And the running theme has been 25-22 in the first 3 sets. McAllister, this one will come up short. Guard is there, this one at the net, hitting it back over on their side. The Bruins there with Jackson, hit it back over on their side. Malo is looking for someone else to get there, couldn't. And then by the time Fargo South tried to recover, that volleyball is already on the floor. We'll keep it here, 22-18 to 18. Fargo Shanley leads it by 4. The Deacons were up 17-12. Saw Fargo South come back at 17-16, 19-18. But since 19-18, it's been 3 straight points for Fargo Shanley here in this fourth particular set. If this is any indication again of what the EDC volleyball tournament's going to be, it's going to be a lot of fun for if you're just a volleyball fan, just to check out some talent. Higher seeds host in the play-in match, higher seeds host in the EDC quarterfinals, but on the opposite side, it goes to Grand Forks Red River on Friday, upcoming November the 12th, and Saturday, November the 13th. Red River will have the semifinals and loser-out games on the 12th of November, then the 2 state qualifiers and the EDC championship as well. 22-18, Fargo Shanley up by 4. Service on the way for McAllister, as she would be an early indication of a player of the game for either squad here tonight with her stat line. 3 aces, couple blocks, and 17 kills. And she gets another ace. Matacek just kind of looked across the way, saw that one go out. Maura Green then went off her left shin and a point. So McAllister continue to add on to a sensational stat line here tonight as she serves. Nelson tries to earn the dig, and McAllister with another one. Now it's 24-18 Deacons. 1 point away for Fargo Shanley to get to the ever-decisive set number 5. Service here for Shanley. This one is short, just gets over the net. Guard, Jackson, guard, able to push it over. This one comes to the middle, and that's going to be a kill and a point for Fargo Shanley. DeKaiser earns the kill, her 5th, and we're heading to the 5th set. Fargo Shanley takes set number 4, 25-18 here on your live event.
If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Degelman does put the effort and time into their employees by training them.
It's something that you think you couldn't do, but you can actually do it because you were trained to do it.
Once I got my confidence up, now I just feel pride.
I'm very proud to be leading the team that builds the toughest product in the manufacturing and agricultural industry.
As we come back here to Fargo South High School, Shanley won set 1. Fargo South came back with a set 2 and a set 3 win. The Deacons take set number 4, 25-18. So again, a win for Fargo Shanley gets them one step closer to being the number 1 in overall outright regular season champ of the Eastern Dakota Conference. So the win here tonight, a Packer loss at Grand Forks Central, they would be the number 1 seed. But if they win tonight and win on Tuesday against North, they would be the undisputed number 1 outright. Fargo South to win here tonight, they would clinch no worse than number 5 entering the EDC tournament and a first-round bye. Fargo Shanley and Fargo South here in the 5th set, and it goes to Roach on the outside for the kill. Her 14th of the contest, and Shanley quickly up 1-0. This match started at 7:09 as we're getting close to nearly 2 hours old. Coming on to serve is going to be Roach. Again, 5th set goes to 15. Rally scoring continues. Win by 2. Well, the points a little bit even more valuable here is trying to earn that particular tip kill was Dalby, but McAllister was there to block it in the quarter play. Her 3rd, it's 2-0 Deacons. Service by Roach. Roach, a running jump serve, hits that one into the net. Fargo South coming on to serve. Amelia Hawley, the freshman, will come on as you have guard and alongside with her Jackson, Green, Nelson, and Dalby on the floor for Fargo South. Vetter, back set, McAllister. McAllister blocked at the net, and there is Dalby. Emma Dalby at 6 foot, blocks a 6 foot McAllister, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Hawley back on here for Fargo South. This one going to be tight. Able to get that dump kill was Vetter. Vetter saw that she was going to have a tight one at the net. Saw the outside of Fargo South come to the net. The back row was unable to quickly rotate, and Vetter earns the kill. A little dump kill there by Fargo Shanley, up by 1 now at 3-2. Service by Robin. This one dug out back right corner. Fargo South comes in middle. Dalby, there's 3 blockers there for Fargo Shanley. This one hit quickly then by Jackson. Vetter, middle, McAllister. Hello, Paige McAllister with another kill, her 18th. It's 4-2 Fargo Shanley. Again, 1st to 15, win by 2. The Deacons nearly a third of the way there. Robin serves. Dig on the way by Green. Jackson outside Nelson. Nelson answers a kill for a kill, and how do you do? Nelson with her 10th kill. It's 4-3. The Bruins trying to pull off the upset against the number 4 Deacons and snap a 3-game losing streak to boot against Fargo Shanley. Matacek on to serve. This one comes better. Near side on the way there is Ricky George. Green on the cover, outside of the 10-foot line. That's going to be guard. Here comes the Deacons now. Vetter to the middle. McAllister out of play. There's going to be a touch. They'll say touch by the back row and a point for Fargo Shanley. Everyone looked at the back official, and they got it. 5-3 Deacons. That one did miss by a half foot on the end line, but the official right in front of the Deacon bench called touch and a point as McAllister comes on and serves. Hawley with the dig. Jackson able to get that one over. Here comes Vetter. Back set on the way to Kaiser. That one hit out of play and a point for Fargo South. The Bruins have never led here early in set number 5. But a chance to tie at 5 apiece here with Dalby. Dalby comes to the middle. Fargo Shanley, they'll go outside here with Ricky George. And George with her 12th kill here for the Deacons. We were tied at 2, and since then, Fargo Shanley's been either up by 1 or 2 early in this 5th. Here comes Vetter for the Deacons. Vetter with a couple of kills. Can't count on your fingers and toes with the number of assists she's been able to have tonight. This one comes in middle. Malo there. Malo goes to the back. Hodel. This one off the net. Fargo Shanley tries to keep that one alive. That's going to go out of play as guard was saying, go, 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 right to her libero, Green. And Green's like, I'm not going to touch that. That's out of bounds. That's a point here for Fargo South. Competition, the competitiveness, kind of at the edge of your seat right now as Fargo South down by 1. Hodel, Vetter, outside, Roach, no touch at the net, and we're tied at 6. Service here for the Bruins in Jackson. Jackson will come on here. That one knuckler to the middle, Hodel there with the dig. This set coming to the right-hand side. There is no blockers at the net, and the Kaiser just unable to bury that one. Now the Bruins take their first lead here of the fifth set, up 7-6. Both teams again with 2 timeouts, first to 15. Hodel in the back. This one comes Vetter near side on the way. That's going to be Roach. Again, no touch at the net. Fargo Shanley just a couple of miss hits, stubbing their own toe, and the Bruins are up by 2. See if Mark Quinnett wants a timeout or if he allows one more point. There's the timeout. We'll keep it here. Fargo Shanley right now sees the Bruins up 8-6. The Deacons won 13 consecutive sets, not dropping one after taking care earlier in the month, sweeping Davies, Oak Grove, Devils Lake, and Grand Forks Central. They won the first match, or the first set, against Fargo South. Since then, they've been in a dogfight. For the Fargo South Bruins, they've been playing well as of late, a 3-game winning streak entering tonight. They've won 4 out of 5. They beat Oak Grove, Top Valley City for a 2-point contest, and they swept the Huskies on Tuesday night. Coming up on our post-game show, your player of the game, take a look ahead for both the Deacons and the Bruins and what's coming up this weekend. High school playoff football in North Dakota and Minnesota tomorrow and on Saturday on your live event. And we will have the Bruins and Dickinson Midgets game in the 11A quarterfinals at 7 o'clock tomorrow night for high school football. Fargo South right now up by 2 after the timeout by Fargo. Shanley service with Jackson. Vetter has to track this one down. Roach hits on the top of the net. This one goes to the outside now, and Guard hits one into the bottom of the net. So a point for Fargo Shanley. And on our scoreboard, it should say Shanley 7, Fargo South 8. So we apologize for that, but Fargo South does lead 8-7 right now. Service, George. Jackson outside, Deutsch. Deutsch hits that one out, and we're tied at 8 apiece. Tied at 6. Tied at 2. Now tied at 8. No one said it would be easy in October for EDC Volleyball. George, that one misses by the slightest of margins on the baseline, and a point for Fargo South at 9-8. The second service error here of the fifth set for Fargo Shanley. Those are continuing to mount. They got 12 in the contest. Service for the Bruins. This one just over the net. Fargo Shanley, they'll go outside. Roach, who gets the kill over the double block of Malo and Nelson. We're tied at 9 apiece. McAllister will come back into the contest as the Kaiser will come out. Hodel on to serve for the Deacons. That one, Guard gets the dig. Jackson outside. Nelson 10-foot line hits this one into the net, and a point for Fargo Shanley at 10-9. That serve was deep, kind of one of those 50-50 balls where you wonder if you should take it or not. Guard did. Hodel back on to serve. Hodel with 2 aces tonight here for Fargo Shanley. Goes back to Guard again to Tester. Jackson near side, Deutsch. Deutsch goes opposite. Now it comes to Roach, able to get that one over. Guard, 10-foot line, Jackson, back set, Deutsch. Deutsch just has a little jab on it on 3. Here comes Vetter, back set, goes to Roach for the kill. Her 15th on the contest, and Fargo South wants a timeout as they now trail 11-9 here for Fargo Shanley. So we saw this with a timeout by head coach Mark Quinnett when it was 8-6 Fargo South, and now it's 11-9 Fargo Shanley, and there's a timeout for the Bruins. So both teams with 1 timeout remaining. This one has just been a nail-biter throughout. Set number 1, early on, Fargo South got up early, then Fargo Shanley got up 13-9, 15-10, and took it 25-22. Set number 2, Fargo South was up 8-3, only to see Fargo Shanley come back and take a 10-8 lead and then eventually a couple of ties back and forth. The Bruins would come back though and win set number 2, 25-22. Shanley got up early in set number 3. Fargo South would tie at 5, tie at 8, tie at 10, and then the Bruins got on a run and won the third set 25-22. In the fourth set, Shanley got up early, and they were able to go away with a 25-18 win in the fourth set. Right now, Fargo Shanley 4 points away from trying to take the fifth. And Hodel with a good ace there. Guard unable to get that pass to the setter Jackson. 12-9 now. Deacons can smell it here inside the Bruin den. Fargo South, though, will make a quick substitution. Abel will check in, as Guard will check out. Hodel goes right to Abel with the ace. It's now 13-9. Guard will check in for Abel, and right now Hodel just kind of picking on the backside, and Fargo South now will just play a 2-player back as they're going to have Green and Nelson on the back row. Where does Hodel go here? Deacons up 13-9. Green with the dig. Jackson trying to get the dump kill. She does. Perfectly timed. We haven't seen that a lot by Jackson, and the Bruins still with a pulse here in the fifth. Service on the way by Green. As Green will come on here for Fargo South. This one down the end line. That one's going to be an ace. So the Liberos right now showing that, hey, you can get a couple of points by just earning a solid ace. Green with her team-leading third of the contest for the Bruins. Fargo South back within 2. Service here for Green. That one just hits the lip of the net. Hodel with the dig. Vetter comes to McAllister with the tip. Nelson, Green, they got to get it over on 3. They do with Guard. This one comes back, set on the way. McAllister, Guard gets the dig. Back on the Deacon side, but out of play. 14-11, Fargo Shanley. And here is the match point for the Deacons. And we might get a timeout by Fargo South, or we get the rotation. Nope, we get the rotation. Paint Wingleitner saying rotation in. Let's not worry about the timeout. And Bannock, the senior, 5 of 4 on to serve. Jackson, middle, Dalby with that one over. Here comes McAllister over a double block. This one comes outside. That's Nelson. Nelson goes right-hand side through the hands of George for the point. The Bruins won a net violation on McAllister. Nothing was given. Nelson earns the kill, 14-12. The Bruins need back-to-back points to keep this one alive at bare minimum. If they give the Deacons a point, this one's over. Hawley serves. Hodel, dig, Vetter, McAllister, aggressive tip for the set and the match. McAllister with her 20th kill of the night, and Fargo Shanley wins set number 5. 15-12 is your final. Shanley wins set 1, 25-22. They fall in set 2, 22-25, 22-25 in set 3. Set 4 goes to Fargo Shanley, 25-18, and set 5 goes to Deacons, 15-12. The Deacons improved to 24-6 on the season. Fargo South drops to 17-13. What an absolute contest that we had here tonight in EDC Volleyball. Our post-game show is next here on your live event.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
As we're back here, Fargo Shanley wins it 3-2 over the Fargo South Bruins in what was a very well-executed and well-played game by both teams. This is one of those matches where it's cliche, but it's ever so true. You don't want to see a particular team fall in a contest like this, and fortunately for either of these clubs, it wasn't the season finale, but this is what postseason volleyball definitely is going to feel like once we turn the calendar to November upcoming next month. It's our post-game show. We'll get to our players of the game, take a look ahead, but again, your final, Fargo Shanley wins it 3-2 over the Fargo South Bruins here from the Bruin Den tonight for the number 4 Deacons, and Fargo Shanley one step closer to at least being the number 1 seed. Again, they can be no worse than 3, but with this win, gets them one step closer, barring the outcome of Grand Forks Central West Fargo. If the Knights were able to pull off the upset, West Fargo then would not be a chance at a number 1. Valley City would punch the number 1 without winning it outright. If West Fargo beats Grand Forks Central, then you would have Fargo Shanley having to beat Fargo North as an example to try to earn it outright, barring the outcome of the West Fargo Packers final regular season contest. So it's one of those deals where you get to the end of the year, you know there's going to be a number of tiebreaker scenarios. Now we get a little bit closer here for both teams. On the opposite side for Fargo South, with this loss, they cannot surpass Fargo Davies for the number 4 spot. The Eagles have clinched the number 4 spot in the EDC tournament. But Fargo South, with a win upcoming on their regular season finale against Cheyenne, or a Fargo North loss against Cheyenne for North, going up against Shanley, they would then be the number 5 team here for Fargo South. The South Bruins will play Cheyenne on Monday night at 7 right here on your live event. Fargo Shanley's back on the court on Tuesday at home from McCormick Gymnasium at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night. EDC play-in games are a week from Saturday, with the quarterfinals being on Tuesday, November the 9th in the EDC quarterfinals, and we'll have a match for you here on your live event, at least one of those here on your live event. Let's take a look at some of the finals in this one as we got them here. Fargo Shanley, 20 kills by McAllister, 5 aces and 3 blocks. Roach with 15, and then Ricky George with 12. The 1-2-3 combination here for the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Total also with 3 aces. For Fargo South, Balance Everett, Emma Dalby had 12, 10 by Deutsch. She had 11 by Nelson, and Guard had 7 kills respectively for the Bruins. They were led by the 3 aces by Green. Fargo Shanley eventually in this contest, they would finish in double digits for service errors compared to Fargo South, which just had 6. But for the Deacons, that didn't come back and cost them the contest, costing them maybe a set or 2, but not the entire match. So here's what's a look ahead now for, again, both teams and the regular season here in the Eastern Dakota Conference. For EDC Volleyball upcoming for the rest of the week, as there will be no games tomorrow night. Some finals here that are rolling in. Fargo Davies over Devils Lake, 3-0. West Fargo over Grand Forks Central, 3-0. North over Wahpeton, 3-0. And Valley City defeats Red River, 3-0 as well. So with that win for Valley City, what that allows them to do is they're going to clinch the number 7 seed here for the Highliners. For Grand Forks Red River, they will end up being the 8. Fargo North now, with that win, they will be the same record as Fargo South at 11-8 in EDC conference play. And again, if North were to win and Cheyenne was to lose, South was to lose against Cheyenne on Monday, North would know going into Tuesday that if they beat Fargo Shanley, they would earn a bye and be the number 5 seed. If Fargo South comes up short against Cheyenne on Monday, they would need a North loss to then be the 5. If they beat the Mustangs for Fargo South, they would end up being the 5 regardless of the outcome for Fargo North and Fargo Shanley. So with the scores that came in, Davies again automatically locked in at number 4. West Fargo earns a win over Grand Forks Central. They have the same record now as West Fargo Cheyenne at 16-3 in conference play. Cheyenne does own that tiebreaker though right now between these two teams, and Fargo Shanley a game ahead at 17-2 in the conference. They can win it outright with a win against North. If they lose against North and West Fargo finishes with the same record as Shanley, the Packers then will leapfrog Deacons. West Fargo Cheyenne, if they would finish with the same record as Fargo Shanley, Shanley owns the head-to-head tiebreaker there in the EDC. So we've figured out some seeds, but not the entire tournament going into Monday and alongside going into Tuesday of next week. On behalf of Reggie Funk, I'm Chase Miller. Make sure you go to yourliveevent.com to check out our complete coverage as we have here through the fall and into our postseason. We'll get that winter schedule up there for you here in the next week or so, as well as we get a little bit closer to the month of December. But again, your final 3-2. Fargo Shanley, the number 4 team in the state, avoids the upset at Fargo South tonight. Thank you very much for tuning into EDC Volleyball. Thank you to our sponsors. Fargo Shanley continues to keep that winning streak rolling now at 5 consecutive matches here on your live event.
Thank you.